From La Trobe's homepage, click La Trobe Students and then Student Online. Student Online is the portal you will use to manage your enrolment during your time at La Trobe. If you haven't already done so, you'll need to accept your offer. Click the offer, then the degree program, and then you'll be able to accept. I've already accepted my offer, so let's go to enrolment. You'll need to then click Study Plan and then move through to your Bachelor of Arts. If this is your first time enrolling in the course, you might find you need to complete some personal details. We'll go over some of what's required. You need to first read and agree to the institutional terms and conditions, as well as the Charter of Student Rights and Responsibilities. I know it's tempting to skip over these, but it's worth reading through them, as you'll be held to these conditions throughout your time at La Trobe. Domestic students will then need to complete your HECS Help form. Read through the form carefully, making sure you fill in your tax file number and accept the relevant conditions. You may also want to complete the SA Help form. This will mean you won't have to pay your student amenities fee up front. Next, confirm your citizenship and residency details. You'll also need to confirm your cultural details. Confirm if you have a disability, impairment, or long-term medical condition. The university has a lot of support to offer our students, including adaptive technology and measures to allow greater flexibility around completing assignments for those students who need it. If you think this might apply to you, you can click here to let us know to get in touch. If you're keen to get started with the process, you can also contact Equity and Diversity directly. And then finally, you'll need to confirm your parent and guardian educational status. This is something the government asks all universities to capture and is used for statistical purposes. Now you're ready to enrol. But before you add your subjects, it's important to get your majors, minors and electives set up. By now, you've hopefully had a chance to plot out your study plan in one of the course grids provided. Just a quick reminder, the majors you select will be the areas of focus or specialisation in your degree. A minor is a small area of focus, and electives are other subjects taken as part of your degree to give you variety and breadth of knowledge from across different university areas. Or you could use your electives as a way of focusing deeper into those areas that you're passionate about. One thing to take note of when you're looking at subjects is the year level. You can always tell by the number in the middle of the subject code. At this stage in my degree, I just want to focus on first year subjects, so subjects with a 1 in the middle. Onto this course grid. I've decided to take a major in French, as I love the language and one day want to live there. I'm not 100% sure what else I want to do, so I'm taking my interests in art, creative writing and philosophy, and I'm going to try some of each. I've chosen the first year core and core choice subjects for 3 majors: visual cultures, creative and professional writing, and philosophy. By meeting the first year requirement for all 3 majors, if I really like one, I can pick it up as a major in second year. This plan need not be final, but it's a good idea to plan where you hope to go with your BA, and this will help you stay on track later. Remember always to get advice from a course coordinator or an advisor if you're planning on changing majors later on. So, let's go ahead and add my first HUS major. All of the HUS majors are spread out over 2 pages. We'll find French Studies, Add to Planner, and then Save Changes. Don't forget, if you make a mistake, you can always go back and change things later. You can change your enrolment up to the second week of each main semester. So now I'll go and add my elective slots. The maximum amount of electives that you can add at one time is 120 credit points, or 8 subjects. So I first need to add this block to a study planner. Save changes, and then we'll go and get another. Add, and then save. Cool. Now I'll need to add each elective subject to my plan before I can fully enroll. So let's do that now. I'll expand the electives block. Now for each one, I need to choose a subject in an available slot at the appropriate year level. Then I can search for the appropriate subject. Add to study planner, and then save to plan, just the same as with the major. I'll need to do that with each of the remaining subjects until I have 8 first-year subjects on my plan. Bear in mind that if you haven't decided on all your subjects, you can search and view details through the system. But most people find the online handbook a bit more user-friendly. There. Now my study plan is all set up. All I need to do is go and add my subjects for the 2020 year. I'll first click LTU 0 AIM and ABS 0 WOM. These are mandatory but unweighted subjects, meaning they're ungraded, just pass or fail, and they won't cost me anything. They're also not designed to take very long, so I'll look at finishing those really soon and before the semester begins. Then I want to click my core subjects for French studies, and then work my way through the electives I added to my planner. There. Now my study plan is all set up, all I need to do is to go and enroll in my subjects for the 2020 year. Now first click ABSO WOM and LTUO AIM. These are mandatory but unweighted subjects, meaning they're ungraded, just pass or fail, and they won't cost me anything. They're also not designed to take very long, so I'll look at finishing those really soon and before the semester begins. Then I want to click my core subjects for French studies, remembering to select the appropriate semester. Then I'll work my way through the electives I've added to my planner. Now, subjects I can enroll in are all highlighted blue, but it's not a good idea to just enroll in whatever. I want to make sure I'm completing my first year subjects first. They're all designed to introduce me to the content and skills I'll need in later years, and sometimes they'll be prerequisite or required knowledge for my later subjects. When you've ticked all the right boxes, you can hit enroll. You'll get one last chance to check your enrolment list before submitting. Don't forget, You can normally change your enrolment right up until the second week of class, but don't leave it too late. You don't want to miss any classes if you can avoid it. And remember, there is always somewhere you can get help if you need it. You can call Ask La Trobe to get started, and if needed, they can help you get in touch with your course coordinator or advisor.